Hey, it's the week after Easter. We've been talking about all the things that Jesus did with the disciples that night, that Easter night, right? He appeared to two disciples as they were on their way to Emmaus. They recognized him and they bolted back to Jerusalem, right, to tell the disciples. They tell the disciples, and the disciples, they're fearful. They're holed up in the upper room, and all of a sudden Jesus is there, appears to them. They freak out. They're hopping up and down, high-fiving. Jesus is alive, and it's awesome. But guess what? There was one guy who wasn't there. He was out, like I'm in my car right now, right? He was out in his car, and no, they didn't have a car. He was out somewhere. He wasn't with the disciples that night, that Easter evening when Jesus appeared, and Thomas is missing. Maybe he's out getting some food, or he's visiting relatives, or maybe he's just hiding out somewhere else. And he comes back that night, and the disciples are like, dude, you should have been here. It was awesome. Jesus appeared to us. We saw him. He talked to us. Man, we ate. It was great. You should have been here. And Thomas is like, nope, you're crazy. You've all had too much wine to drink, and that's ridiculous. We know he's dead. He died on the cross. He's crucified, dead, buried, right? We know he's dead. And they're like, no, we're telling you. He's like, I'm not going to believe it until I stick my fingers in the wounds in his hands. I see his feet, the wounds in his feet, and I stick my hand into the spear wound in his side. And the other disciples are like, wow, dude, you're crazy. And for a week, nothing happens. Jesus doesn't come back. And Thomas is, he's probably telling him like, hey, told you you were hallucinating. Told you you had too much wine to drink. Told you he was dead. And one night, they're all gathered in the upper room, and they're talking, and the door is locked, the shutters are shuttered, and suddenly Jesus is standing among them. And they are going crazy. You know they are, right? If you're Simon or Peter or Andrew or James or John, you're jumping up and down. You're punching Thomas in the arm, right? You're making noises at him. And Thomas is like, habita, habita, habita. And Jesus is like, Thomas, come here. Put your fingers in the wounds in my hands. Put your hand in the wound in my side. Jesus doesn't smack him around. Jesus doesn't call him names. Jesus doesn't belittle him and tell him, you're weak. You're nothing. He just says this. Why did you doubt, man? I told you I was coming back. Thomas got the nickname Doubting Thomas ever since. But here's the thing, right? Jesus came back just as he said he would. Even though Thomas wasn't there, he had the opportunity to see Jesus again. It was a little later than everybody else, but he had the opportunity. And Jesus said this to him, blessed are those who believe even though they haven't seen. We are the ones who have not seen. Jesus pours out his blessings on us, and all he wants us to do is believe that he is who he says he is, and then tell everybody else about it. And the blessings will be there. May God continue to pour out his grace, mercy, and blessings on each and every one of us until we get to meet again. Amen. Amen.